Alright, welcome back. Okay, so in the last update, Cornelius managed to heroically hack and slash his way out of the Netherworld, and get his ass captured by Odin's guards. Yeah, not the warmest welcoming, is it?
I bear you no ill will.
I mean, he's so adorable.
Usually, sinners who flee the Netherworld are killed, and their souls are sent back from whence
But he's a little rabbit person. What's he gonna do?
Princess Gwendolyn gave us orders to capture you.
Seriously, what's he gonna do? He's so tiny.
Is this the intruder?
Hey, look, it's Griselda.
Yes. It is said he
This
has
clearly
found
takes place
the crystal
before she
sword.
died.
Where is it? Princess Gwendolyn will deliver it to the king.
It seems Gwendolyn is being lenient, as usual. If I had found him, I would have taken his life right then and there.
Cool. Clearly we saw who the nicer sister was.
Poor little guy. You're about to be judged, right? They say money talks, even in hell. One will never feast
I guess it's a good point. Being oddly cheery considering, you know, I'm on my way to go die. And you don't exactly have that much food to offer. Like, just a few seeds, what the fuck? And a healing potion? Not exactly a feast.
The throne room is up ahead.
Hey, it's Gwendolyn.
The king shall pass judgment on you. Now, come this way.
The Valkyrie are causing a commotion over something so ludicrous. Is this the sad Puka who calls upon the demon lord who is feared by all?
Odin sounds so bored.
I am the Prince of Titania, Cornelius. Ruler of the Northern Realm. I have no intention of causing any damage or harm to
I'm
your
sure he'll
country.
believe that.
I only request permission to travel across your land.
I'm totally not a rabbit, by the way.
The story of a sinner who managed to escape the Netherworld.
But he's voiced by Yuri Lowenthal.
So
Okay.
you say,
Cornelius, you keep saying you've committed no
that sword
sins.
you carry,
You know,
remember
I'm not
it
one to judge, but
'tis a
maybe
special
you
sword
committed like a
taken
teeny
from
tiny
the
one?
previous king of
I don't know.
Titania. You don't seem to be lying.
He's got such an honest
But
face.
if you are a prince and have not sinned, show me your bravery to prove it. Let's see. Bring back the horn our most ferocious warrior uses as a flagon. If you should be successful, I shall believe your story.
I shall comply. I shall prove myself.
It's funny how all these, like, mythological stories to prove one's innocence always ends with, like, someone having to go fight a monster.
Let me return your sword.
Like, how does that prove anything? Yeah, the dude can fight or, like, use a sword, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. He might just be super strong.
To go? Lord Briggan is known to dislike pukas.
Really, you don't say. He seems like such a likable fellow who is appreciative of every kind of culture.
Father often asks people to perform tasks that he knows are impossible.
'Cause he's a dick.
Thank you for your concern. But I am Prince of Titania. I shall succeed with honor.
So you say. So, now we gotta go find Briggan and kick his ass and take his horn. Because you know he's not just gonna give it to us. That'd be too easy. And also, we just have to go fucking kill all of Odin's, like, servants. Okay. So hey, I got a lot better with Cornelius now that I have a few of his moves. And since I'm not fighting ghosts. So yeah, get ready to see a lot more S ranks. As in all of them. So yeah, I did not have Spark Bolt equipped. Gonna correct that right now, because Spark Bolt is awesome. It's so simple of an attack, and yet it's so damn powerful. It's so good. It basically makes a lot of boss fights very easy. It simplifies a lot of them. So yeah, like, all the dwarves just built this airship, and just a little rabbit can just, like, come in and fuck it all up. It just doesn't seem fair. The dwarves are trying their hardest by just throwing bombs and they're just getting their shit wrecked. And this is a bunch of shit on screen. Odin Sphere can get a tad confusing with, like, the sheer amount of stuff you gotta pay attention to. And this dude right here has no chance. Okay, I'm curious as to, like, I get this is, like, you know, Norse mythology, but, like, they have missiles and airships! Like, exactly what time period is this taking place? Like, why is magic a thing? You have technology of this level, you know, like a fucking Final Fantasy standards. I don't know. I'm always more of a tech guy than a magic guy. Like, I think tech is cooler. Magic is awesome, don't get me wrong. Like an enchanted sword and stuff like that, or magic armor, or, you know, I've been playing a lot of Injustice, and Dr. Fate is really cool. So, I mean, I don't know. I like them both, but I've always been more fond of tech than magic. And I always just see the fact that, you know, you may have a wizard like Merlin who's, like, casting Thunderbolt and stuff like that, but just, like, a simple bullet to the head, and he's done. You have, like, surface-to-air missiles, more or less. Use those. How are you not winning the war, Odin? How do you not win every war? Like, screw magic, just bomb the Elven Kingdom. Who gives a shit? How is Odin just not, like, winning the war constantly against, like, the elves? Like, seriously, I get magic is, like, really powerful and stuff, but you really think that the Kingdom of Fairies can, like, handle missiles and bombs and stuff like that? Whatever. I guess I don't know. I guess this is an RPG, so guns don't always work like guns, except for when they do. I'm just saying, missile beats sword. I don't get how that's so hard to understand. See, this is the beauty of Spark Bolt. It stuns enemies as well as damages them, which sets them up perfectly for just standing still so that you can use Spiral Claw. And you can just rack up combos. It's great. This is what I like about Cornelius' fighting style. A lot of electrical attacks. And he uses a lot of, like, physical attacks that rack up a ton of hits. Honestly, when you see someone who's just like takes their sword and just starts spinning and like turns himself into basically a human projectile or a rabbit projectile, whatever the fuck. At that point, just throw the axe down and just say, you know what? Fuck it. You win. I'm done. Whatever you want, you go take it. Clearly, I don't want to fuck with you. Just give the rabbit whatever he wants. Just see to it that he gets it as soon as possible, and then just get out of his way. So unfortunately, we're not going to be seeing Mori in this update. Man, I miss Mori. We haven't seen him in a while. I love Cornelius' little idle stance where he's just messing with his ears like, really? This sucks.
Shh. I've been following you. I was wondering if you could sell me that sword before you got yourself killed.
Wow.
No? That's too bad.
Wow, this shopkeeper is a scumbag, but he does sell an area map, so I guess that makes up for it. But it's just not fair for any of them. This just isn't fair for anyone. Like, Cornelius is just like cutting through them like it's nothing. Because it is nothing. Like, what is your defense against a rabbit who can just shoot lightning out of his sword? Another Zelda reference, really. Like, Cornelius may as well just be called Link. Honestly. Because he can shoot an energy blast out of his sword. He has the whole clothes and stuff like that. And also, this next move that he's about to learn, okay, they knew what they were fucking doing. Take a look at this move, Whirling Blade. It's pretty good, by the way. I like it. Okay. Really? It's the Great Hurricane Slash. Only fortunately, unlike young Link from Wind Waker, Cornelius does not get dizzy whenever he uses it. So that's handy. Even though he totally should, because that move just looks disorienting. I mentioned this in the last update. Like, Cornelius should just get sick every time he uses one of these, like... Every time he uses one of these super elaborate physical attacks. Whatever. They're cool moves. And Whirling Blade is super great for dealing with a large amount of enemies. That shield ain't doing much for you, is it, Mr. Barbarian? You can't even fight a rabbit off, can you? Nope. Okay, Odin basically was like, I don't know if I can trust you unless you do this super impossible task for me. Like, Odin knows what the pukas are, right? Like, he knows what they are. So was there like a really badass puka before Cornelius showed up? Who was just like wrecking dudes? I don't think so. Because all the other pukas that we meet, they're more into like cooking or selling stuff. They don't really fight. You know, because they're pukas. They're rabbit folk. I guess they'd make really good fighters. I guess they just never, you know, took that into consideration. Forgive me for pulling up the map so many times. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any, like, hidden spots of where Phozons could be. Because I want to show off all the Phozon prisms. Gotta get every single attack for every character. Okay, this is what the Whirling Blade is good for. It's good. That's great. Really good for dealing with, like, large groups of targets. Inventory space is the fucking bane of this Let's Play, I swear. Every single update of this Let's Play has to have some sort of inventory, like, management bullshit going on. It gets annoying after a while. Bombs away! They're so into it. I like that little combat quote. He's so excited to be throwing bombs at you. And now they're dead. It's a shit life for these dwarves. All they do is just create airships and throw bombs and just get their asses kicked. This rooftop sequence is... This is quite annoying, because it took me quite a few times to actually get to where I wanted to go. It was not great. And these guys do not help. It is difficult enough trying to, like, get from rooftop to rooftop without having to be harassed by a bunch of dwarves piloting, like, friggin' whirly-gigs. Like, these jumps are... Like, again, I might have been making, like, some stupid mistakes, but, you know. Anyway, Hidden Phozon Prism. Assault Eye. This is a passive buff. It increases the damage against foes according to the number in a chain. Okay, so gotta upgrade that right quick. Because if there's anything Cornelius is good at, it's building up chains. And we're gonna go ahead and upgrade that Whirling Blade. Because this move is good. I like this move. It's great.
Whoa, I surrender.
Smart man.
That sword was crafted by
Whoa,
dwarves
I
using the
surrender.
sword as its main component.
You're so sad.
It absorbs phosons.
Look,
It
I don't want none of that.
absorbs their mystical
Please,
energy.
just let me go. Smartest enemy in the game. It's like that one goon who saw Batman in the room. He's like,
It pleases me to see
nope.
that you are
Just
well.
closes the door behind him.
I am
And then another guy shows like, hey,
Princess
something wrong?
Gwendolyn.
Nope. Nothing wrong.
Lord Brigand's strength lies in the 4 shields on his chest. You must first destroy the shields before you can defeat him.
We already knew that from Gwendolyn's
Good luck.
chapter. That's how we beat Brigand in the first place.
Well, this is unusual. Do you have enough medicine, little one? I'll sell you some if you require it.
Seriously, like, Whirling Blade is pretty good. Cornelius just has an awesome setup. He has awesome moves that he gets very early on. They are perfect for building up chains. So that makes Assaultai, like, really good. Look out, it's a killer rabbit! Oh god! Like, what must be going through their minds the second, like, any of them see Cornelius just, like, jump on his sword and just start spinning toward them like a fucking missile? Like, what must be going through their minds? The last thoughts that they had. Like, huh. So this is how I die, huh? A flying rabbit. Well, I don't suppose there's much honor in this. But hey, we get a key. So hey, we get a key. We'll be using that to get to Brigand. But now it's time to do this trial stage. 2 barbarians, really? That's it? Ha! Cornelius the Flying Rabbit scoffs at your challenge. He scoffs at it as he defies gravity. It's not fair sometimes. There will be no healing on Cornelius's watch. No healing for you. And double kill. Yeah, gonna do a little bit of inventory management before I pick up the extremely rare and very useful miracle fruit. Oh dear God. Oh my goodness. Inventory management is my fucking bane for this Let's Play. Ugh. Constantly, I have to just sort through all of this. Mixing potions. I guess I'm a hoarder. Because I don't want to use any of them until like I get to a boss fight or something. Okay, this segment, for whatever reason, gave me so much trouble. I don't know why. It's the last jump at the end. It's the last jump that I always end up, like, missing. I had to redo this segment so many times. Oh my goodness. This just, like, This one jump that I'm about to show, just irritated me to no end. And I don't know why. It's not a hard jump, but for some reason I just kept missing it. And honestly, the treasure that you get from clearing the jump isn't even worth it. Not really. It's not even that great. Like, it's okay, but it's not worth the amount of, like, hassle that I freaking went through. So you have to go all the way around to get to redo the jump. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Thank goodness there are teleporters in this game. But I had to reuse the teleporters quite a few times. Because for some reason, I kept missing this jump. I don't know why. It annoys me. It vexes me. Maybe it's because I just kept flipping around and doing, like, dodge rolls like a jackass. That's probably the reason. That's probably it. Ugh. Let's at least open up the boss door before we decide to go do the jump again. And do it properly this time. Because, hey, there's a teleporter here as well. Yeah, I'm gonna kick Brigand's ass, but I want to get to this area that I keep missing. So, carefully jumping. Carefully jumping. There we go. Now I get it. Now I did the jump properly. And what's our reward? Fire Spirit and some money. So not worth it. Not worth it. So not fucking worth it. Whatever. But we did it. And we got our reward, as meager as it may have been. Time to go kick Brigand's ass. So I wonder what Brigand's up to in the past, you know, before Gwendolyn beat the ever-living shit out of him and turned him into a ghost, and then killed his ghost.
Hey,
Because he was a dick.
Bring me more drink.
Still being a dick, I see.
Odin, can't you see that women are far more useful off the battlefield?
Uh-huh. That's pretty ironic considering who fucking kills you.
Silence! What do you want?
He's like those robots from Futurama. Silence! Continue. What the fuck? What the fuck, Cornelius? Like, you just kill a man in front of Brigand and he's like, oh, pleasure to meet you. Here, let me go ahead and request your horn.
For a just cause.
You know, a just cause I had to murder that guy for.
You're an irritant, Puka. You want this horn? I'll trade your skin for it.
That doesn't seem like a fair trade.
But with so little fur, I won't be able to do much with it.
Maybe make a little hat. Or a loincloth. Maybe some sweatbands. I don't know. I don't skin animals because that just seems really creepy and weird and I don't like it. So anyway, Brigand's fighting style has not changed. Knock all 4 plates off his chest and then you can finally start doing some damage. Other than that, he is still not hard. He's as easy as he was when you fought him as Gwendolyn. Maybe a little easier considering I'm using Cornelius, who basically just uses move denial, and then just keeps, like, racking up chains. It's not going to be a very good story for Brigand. First he gets his ass kicked by a Puka, and then he's going to get his ass kicked by Gwendolyn after he was shit-talking her. But then again, who gives a fuck? It's Brigand. Nobody likes him. Doesn't really matter if he's voiced by Richard Epcar, who's a cool guy. Brigand's still a shitbird. And down he goes.
Puka. No. Prince of Titania.
Again, it's very like Kotal Khan style of like,
And welcome you
hey,
as a
you're
guest
strong,
of the
so
kingdom.
clearly you're telling the truth.
Netherworld's queen.
It just doesn't seem like a foolproof system.
I would like to ask you, why do you call me Puka?
Those like yourself, who have been cursed into the form of beasts, are known as Pukas. 'Tis a powerful curse. Not even I, knower of thousands of magics, can break it.
If someone's trying to trap me, I must stop them. Your Majesty, 'tis my wish to return to my homeland as soon as possible.
Do as you wish.
Well, that's awfully nice of Odin.
Gwendolyn, escort the prince to Ragnarvel's border.
As you wish.
I appreciate your help, King Odin.
My apologies for my behavior. I was unaware of your impressive skills.
No, thank you for your hospitality.
You know, almost have me executed. That was nice.
It seems like so long ago since I was in my own land. I can now finally return to my country, Titania.
As a Puka. I don't know how well received you'll be, Cornelius. So hey, we get to hear the legend of Cornelius' sword. So yes, that mysterious voice who gifted Cornelius his sword was Galen. Should have mentioned that earlier whenever Odin brought it up, but hey, here we are. So yeah, an accident just kind of fucked up Galen's day. He gets a little itty bitty cut, and then he just gets all pissed off at his kid. What a dick. But hey, he gave Cornelius his sword, so I guess that kind of makes up for it. So we get another Phozon prism. I don't show it off in this update. In the next update, I will. Plasma circle. Surrounds ourselves with electrical shots. Sounds cool. Up the whirling blade. Become a whirling dervish of death. And in case I haven't shown it off, gotta get that charge up too. That means we can use Whirling Blade and Spiral Claw even more. So that'll do it for this episode. In the next episode, I guess we'll see how well received Cornelius is in his own home. I'm gonna go ahead and assume not great. Oh well. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next update. Until then, see ya!